Excuse me, I had something in my throat. So, it's finally here. Going to tell by the title, but the beginning after the end. Besides Soul Leveling, the beginning after the end was the second manhwa I've ever read, and I loved the hell out of it. As much as I love Soul Leveling, the anime and the manhwa, love them both to death. But the manhwa for the beginning after the end, I prefer the story for that way than I did for Soul Leveling. I am not hating on Soul Leveling whatsoever, just to let you guys know. I love the hell out of Soul Leveling. The manhwa and the anime. Okay? I am not hating on it whatsoever. It was great. It was a fantastic read. It was a fantastic show to watch. I need to get back into watching the next 2 episodes for the dub. So there's that. So there's that. But the manhwa for the beginning after the end, the story was a lot more better. The characters were a lot more interesting. The world building was really cool. I'm trying to remember. I think the last chapter I read was probably 120, I believe. And just guys know, I'm using my phone for lighting because for some random reason, like one of the lights, there's like a glare that's going on with it. So I'm have to use my phone for lighting. So I do apologize for that. Well, hopefully you guys don't mind it too much. Yeah, I just want to see where I last read. And it's been a good minute. I'm sorry, like I said before, I just do apologize for that. It's been a good minute since I last read the beginning after the end. It's been like a year and a half, 2 years since I last read any chapter from it. Episode 202 or on the Tapas, which is where I read it on my phone, is 175. So, but here's the thing, I did not read that chapter. That's the last chapter I unlocked. The last one I read, at least for it's been a hot minute. And it doesn't register where I last read because, you know, like I said, I haven't read this book. I haven't read this manga in like 2 years. So a year and a half, 2 years. But still, yeah, that's where I last was. So I just can't remember the last time I read the beginning after the end, or at least the last chapter I was. So, but when I saw that there was gonna be an adaptation for this, I did see the teaser trailer, but I did not see the official trailer. I don't know what I don't know. I forgot what studio this was that's doing it. But apparently, when I saw the trailer, the teaser trailer for this, people were giving it a lot of shit because apparently that the animation studio that made it beginning after the end is not the greatest company or not the greatest animation studio out there. So I forgot what they did. I forgot what stuff they did, but I'm pretty sure you guys will tell me down in the comments below. But I'm really hoping to God that this is a good adaptation, just like they did Soul. If I know this is not the same company that did it, but I'm praying and I'm hoping that this is a good adaptation because the two, other than Soul Leveling, the next 2 manhwas that are coming out that I cannot wait to see, and react to, is The Beginning After the End and Omnipotent Reader. I cannot wait for Omnipotent Reader. So pray to God this is gonna be good. So guys, I'm talking. Let's get into this. And just gonna know this is the sub version because the dub is not out yet. So eventually I will react to the dub whenever it comes out. But right now I kind of want to get this done and over with. So yep. Beginning after the end. All right. Guys, I'm legit excited, but also very, very nervous for this. Hoping and praying to God this is a good adaptation. Alright guys, here we go. And in 3, make sure it's the max setting. Subs are in English. Alright, here we go. And in 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, pretty cool with the particles. Yep. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Just getting bored of it. Really? They're not gonna show how he died? Arthur Lewy. Reynolds.
もうまだ無理よ。パパだよ、アーサー。ママよ、アーサー。
私は産み落とされたのか。
Alright. Yep. Pause entertainment. Alice. I'm very intrigued to see what Arthur's voice is gonna be like as a kid. So what I remember is that he was a fighter and she was a mage.
この世界には私の知らない力が存在している。
Yep. I don't remember him using breast. I don't remember him using knuckles like that. Interesting.
ただいま、アーサー、アリス。
大丈夫？久しぶりだったでしょ？
問題ないよ。小さな仕事だったしね。
よかった。
不自由にまみれた日々だが、この時間
Hey, come on.
悪くない。
This is so weird.
自由に眠れる時間など望めなかったからだ。
But now, yeah, you should be walking by right now.
頭をぶつけないよう見てて。
もちろんだ。ああ、見て。チビのアーサーが鏡に映った自分を見てる。
可愛すぎるわ。
チビのアーサー。数ヶ月経った今でもこの名には慣れないでいた。
いい夢を見てね、アーサー。
Yeah. He's gonna go out exploring.
成功だ。
Alright, so he's trying to get knowledge.
知識は武器である。私が生まれ落ちた大陸ディカゼンには3つの王国があった。ダルブ王国、エレノア王国、
Eleanor.
森の奥深くにあるエルフたちの国、そして私がいるサピン王国。最も多くの住人を誇る人間たちの国。私の国と同じく君主制を敷いている。
This is very interesting because they never showed these characters before. I'm surprised they're showing them early. Alright, here comes the magic spells.
魔術だ。この世界にはマナと呼ばれる力がある。マナを操る力は遺伝によるものが多く、100人に1人の確率で備わって生まれてくる。マナの使い方には大きく分けて2通りある。オーグメンターと根性。
Augment and conjure.
オーグメンターはマナにより身体を強化し、巨大な力と守り、機敏さを備える。コンジュラーはマナを外へ放し、思いのままに操ることができる。
Yep.
マナの操作の要となるのがマナコアである。
Yep.
魔術師として目覚めるのは思春期の初期から10代。
And there's different levels to
自身
mana
の
cores.
体内に眠るマナのかけらを一箇所に集めてマナコアを生成することで魔術師となれるのだ。私はそれに似たものを知っている。キ自らが
Okay.
内包する力を認識し支配し解放。
Yeah, I remember that he used his key technique to master his mana technique and put them together.
果たして前世の知識は武器となりうるのか。
There it is.
これは
見つけた。あーさ、もうママを心配させて。
ここまでか。
アーサーが生まれて2年。
Alright, so he's 3 years old by now.
世界一可愛くて好奇心が旺盛でとってもいい子。でも私たちはあの子の笑顔を見たことがない。
筋がいいぞアーサー。アリス見てくれよアーサーを。
Uh-oh.
世界一可愛いアーサーに何をしているの？
何っていや剣を教えて。
I do love the chemistry. The chemistry is so funny.
なのに何考えてるのよ。
ごめんなさ
ここに来るといつもご機嫌ね。
ここはこの世界を学ぶ上で重要な場所であった。武器の種類と品質はこの国の技術力を推し量ることができる。そして直に魔術を見ることができたのは何よりも収穫であった。
The fuck? Oh, it's him as an orphan. Yeah, that's right. No one wanted.
わからない。
Yeah, so alright, we'll talk more about it after.
だがこのぬくもりは嫌いではない。
おやすみなさい。
私は幸運だ。身近に生きた教科書がいるのだから。
So can he see the cores? Or maybe it's probably just us seeing it, so.
あっちはいまいちね。ほら、かっこいいパパが始まるわよ。
Cool.
父親はオーグメンターだった。
Yep.
パパすごいでしょ。
Yes, I was right. His dad's an Armender and she's a Conjurer.
本はダメ。今はおねんねの時間よ。ちょっとだけだからね。
最大の異名はマナコアの生成だ。
Yep.
体内に眠る無数のマナのかけら、その一つ一つを一点に集中させる。それは途方もない作業だった。だがそれもようやく報われる。
There we go. Yep, there it is. I remember that. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Damn.
大丈夫かアリス。
Except I remember them being a bit farther away when that happened.
まだ3歳にもならないのに。
あの子はアーサーは。
Damn.
アリス。あの子はもう
一歩となる。
Oh,
油断した。この私がこんなところで。
Good shit, Dad.
親とはそういう役目だった。
Yeah, he never knew this kind of love before.
アリス、アーサーは
大丈夫大丈夫よ。よかった本当によかった。
なぜ涙を
Because I care about you, man.
役目を果たしたのだ。誇ればいい。これはこの世界の書物でも
Yep.
学ぶことができなかった。前世でも知ることがなかった。教えてくれ。これは何というものなのだ。
It's emotion, pal. Alright. Is there an end credit scene? There is not. Okay. Okay. Animation wise, it's not that bad. Because the animation is actually not that bad. The opening was a banger. Definitely add that shit in my playlist. They definitely changed a few things around. The king. I don't think we ever got his name from his previous life in the manhwa. At least I can't remember. Because at least for it's been a long time since the last read the manhwa. So as we saw, he was an orphan. He was raised in an orphanage. He was tossed at a doorstep, and he was the only. I won't say he was the only one, but he was definitely one of the few that were not selected to be an orphan. So and he I'm trying to remember. He was, I think it was around the age of 18 or something like that. So he was kicked out of the orphanage and was forced to live on the streets for a majority of his life. So he realized how corrupted and how bad humanity is, and like how hurtful it can be. So but then he joined the military, and he like even as we saw it there, as when he was a teenager, he was a ruthless bastard. Like he had no emotion whatsoever because he didn't care about hurting people. He just wanted to go up in ranks, become more powerful, and eventually become the king, which he achieved that. And after he finally achieved what he wanted to do, after being the king, either of the entire world, either in that realm or in that world or that dimension or whatever, it got pretty boring for him. So and he was getting pretty tired of that life. So but then it wasn't until an assassin actually came. It wasn't until an assassin actually came in and took care of the job. So and stabbed him, either stabbed him or cut him with poison. So and that's how the king died, and he got reincarnated into this world as Arthur. And if you guys know what his last name is, Arthur Lewin is what his last name is. So we have Arthur Ray and Alice Lewin, and yeah, so he got reincarnated to this family. And like again, he was just completely dead. He was confused, saying, "Why did this happen to me? You know, why am I here? Why do I deserve this life?" and everything like that. So he was just kept questioning everything, and until he learned about magic, because in his world there was no magic. It was just all technology. So he was very, very fascinated with magic, and you know, he wanted to learn more about it because he heard from his father or for his mother that knowledge, having knowledge is great, and he realized, oh yeah, knowledge is power. Having knowledge is powerful. So he wanted to read on the world, read on the world as possible. And we got the three kingdoms in the world of Deathrion, or something like that. We got Daru, we got Eleanor, and we got Sapine, Sapine or something like that. And it's very interesting that we saw some of the locations already, because we don't see these characters until later in the manhwa. So yeah, we saw the king, we saw the land of the elves, which we don't see until like later. Like we hear a little bit about it, but not too much. I'm not sure if it is referenced in the manga. So yeah, so it's very interesting that they showcased that pretty early. And Daru, I don't remember. I think Daru is the United, either it's Sapine or Daru is the United Kingdom of that nation. So and it's where Arthur will be staying, or it's where Arthur is now. Like I can't remember. So um yeah, and then that's where he learned about magic and monochores, and he started to learn about all this stuff at a very young age. And the thing about monochores is that they can actually level up. You can actually level up your monocore to be even more powerful, but it takes many months and years to just upgrade to like just one level. So, but to Arthur, it's he's special. I'm gonna say that Arthur Lewin or the King is special in a way. So we won't excuse me, we won't find that we won't know more we will know more about that in the later future of the show. And we learn about two of the specialities when it comes to mages in this. There's augmentations and there's conjurers. So and Ray, Arthur's dad, is a augmenter, which means he can enhance his body to be stronger, tougher, not take too much damage. So and there's all that stuff. And his mother and Alice, his Arthur's mother, is a conjurer. She can she can heal and she can do like fire and all that other stuff. So yeah, which is pretty interesting. I'm pretty intrigued. Like I said before, I'm very intrigued. I have not, I will say it one last time, I have not read the manga in a long time. So I don't remember everything that I remember everything. So now that the anime is out, I might wait until the season 1 is done and then I'll get back into the manga. And who knows, I might be live on Twitch doing a live read of the beginning after the end, because like I said, I keep saying this, I have not read it in a while. So yeah. Again, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Like, what are your thoughts on the show so far? Do you guys enjoy the first episode? Do you guys like the animation? Do you guys like the world building so far? So yeah, I told my friend about this anime, and I told him about the manga, and he seemed kind of intrigued, but he didn't really want to read or watch anything about it. So if he watches the reaction, great. But if you want, I'll tell him more about it tomorrow, because tomorrow we will either tomorrow or Thursday or Friday we will be I will either him and I will be live on Twitch talking about and doing our votes for the anime awards. So yep. All right, guys, thank you so much for love and support my channel. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to the very first episode, the beginning after the end. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in a brand new video. Peace. Later. Have a good one.